And yesterday we have completed till tick boxes, right? Tick boxes, have you done? Not sure.
Yeah.
We have completed that or not. Yeah, we have done. Okay. Last test case is red test. Radio button test. So again, steps are same, right? You can just copy paste. You can copy this one, radio button. So clicking on radio button, just open this ZK demo. So import. And then this is the radio button. Right click, inspect, and find out. Copy the URL. Just change here. Radio button. Then verify the radio button page title. So here you need to select any one radio button, right? So here, if you click on that, so here these are the radio buttons. Okay, so first you need to select any one of this radio button in this line. Then this value will come here. First, select the radio button, then fetch this value. So first, if you want to get this, so if you want to select this, you can, so click on that. Click on performance radio button. WebDriver dot find element. So by dot XPath you have to use. Basically, we are using here access XPaths. First, you have to identify this performance label. Then, based on this, you can identify that before tag, performance before tag. So, // star square bracket text function so then preceding is as input tag 1. First input tag dot click method. Right? So once it is selected, you get that value. fetch. What is that? Feature value. How can you get? So string feature text equal to, so driver dot find element, so by dot xpath. So you can just say double forward slash star square bracket contains of a text function, comma single quote, that is a feature. Feature following is as span tag dot get text method. So you can identify this. So whether it is recognizing or not, you can check it. So you don't need to blindly write it. If you know, you can write it, write easily. See, it is representing that value. Okay, so that's the value. You can get it and you can print it. That's it. I'm just printing that. Same code you repeat for other elements. 3 elements, you can repeat the code. So now the next row, which element you want to select? I want to select a 4 row. Just give the website value. See, there are a lot of space. That's why I used a contains function. Here, just change. Okay, the same way for last row. So last row, which one you want to select? Developer guide. I want to select developer guide. So what is this? Select this documentation. So there is a space. So that's why we are using a contains or normalize space also you can use. Remember that, okay? Normalize space also we can use. So that's all the values you got it. That's another test case. Maybe you can give here a description, radio button test. So radio button test. Now all 4 methods are ready. So just run them. So which order they are executing, just observe. We didn't give priority keyword. Next cycle, I will tell you priority how to give, which priority you want to run. Based on that, you can give priority keyword. There are 4 test methods. See now first button, then checkbox, then radio button, last tweet is executed because it is taking alphabetical order. It is taking alphabetical order as of now. Suppose you want to run first this one, tweet pop-up you want to run first. Then how can you do that? So if you want to see the hierarchical order, the report, you can just open the report, right click, refresh, and you can see under test output folder, emailable report. Just copy this value. So this one. See button, checkbox, radio button, feed pop-up test. So all those values also it will print. Same. Now you can just see that. Priority equal to 1. I'm giving priority 1 for this. Then I can give priority 2 for this. Can give priority 3. Come on. Priority 4. So now in the same order it will be first tweet pop-up will execute, then button, then checkbox, then radio button. So let's go and see that now. Right click, run as TestNG test. See first tweet pop-up. Done. Okay. You just refresh every time, you don't need to copy. So this is how it will show. Okay. Suppose you don't want to execute some of the test cases, right? You want to skip. So I want to skip this test case. So then how can you skip? What you need to write? Enabled equal to false. See, now this one will not execute. This test case will not execute because of this. Then is skipped. Button test is skipped. See, only 3 are executed. Okay. So that's the advantage of, you can just go and refresh the report. See, total 3 executed, 3 pass. See, button is not showing now. Okay. And that's how you can find out. Even if you want index.html, just copy this index.html. The ignored methods, you can see button test is ignored. Reporter output, chronological view. Before class, before method, tweet pop-up, after method. Again, before method, checkbox, after method. Again, before method, radio button test, after method, after class. Right? So these are the different methods. Okay. And let's go and practice few more methods. So enabled equal to false we have seen, priority we have seen, description we have seen, then timeout. So timed out method. Okay. Timeout equal to 3000 or 2, let's take it 2 seconds. Right? 2 seconds if it is not finished. So this method will be report failure. So let's execute. See here, total test run 3 passes to failure 1. So the reason, if you want, just refresh this. See, 2 passed, 1 failed. See, what is the reason for failure? It didn't finish within timeout. Checkbox test didn't finish within the timeout. That's why it failed. That's why in red color. Password in green color. And just refresh this one, checkbox test. So checkbox test didn't finish within timeout. So that is the checkbox test. So because we given the timeout, it should finish within this many seconds. It's not finishing on that. The total steps are not finishing in 2 seconds. That's why it failed. So that you can find out particular test case performance also with this timeout concept. Suppose one more I want to explain. invocation count. So you want invoke so 3. If I give invocation count 3, this test method will execute 3 times. So let's run this, whether 3 times this radio button test is executing or not. You want to see the report? Just go and refresh it. See, 4 passed, 1 failed. So 4 passed, 1 failed. You can find out. So radio button test, tweet pop-up test. Okay. So this is all the different methods how you can use a different with the different keywords. Whenever you require, you can use all these keywords. So wherever you want, you can use all these keywords, or even grouping. So you can do grouping also. If you want to do grouping, you can maybe add a different test case, or you can use the same test cases. So you can categorize the test cases. So how to categorize? Just groups equal to regression. So this I'll just I'll take one more. Comma, groups equal to smoke. This one, groups equal to so this one I'm just removing, so to make it very clear, groups smoke, and I'll make this as a regression. Regression. Okay. So you categorized the test cases. Now, how to control them to particular test cases? So you want to run only smoke, or you want to run only regression? How can you control? So let's go and see. Create a first suit file. How to create a suit file? Right click, TestNG, convert to TestNG. So this is how you can create a suit file. Convert to TestNG. So I can just give a name, groups suit. Groups test. So class selection, classes, parallel mode none. I'm not running parallel mode. So leave it. And so this one where you want, I want under this package. So select that package. WebDriver training zone, right? Then SRC, TestNG, and I can give the XML file. So groups TestNG .xml. Groups TestNG .xml. Finish. See, this is the suite file. So this is the suite file. Suite tag name equal to group suite. Test tag thread count equal to 5. Name equal to groups test. Classes, the class name, TestNG programs package. Under that, ZK demo test class. But where are the groups? We didn't mention the groups, right? Now you mention the groups. So now this class has a groups. So mention the groups. So what are the groups you need to mention? So groups. So just groups tag I am adding. Then run tag. So run tag. Then you write include tag. So include. So which one you want to include? Smoke. And which one you want to exclude? To exclude. So regression. Regression. Okay. So select the regression. So regression is I am skipping and including smoke. Including smoke. Including the smoke. So how to include the smoke test cases. So let's go and run this now. Right click and run this. So only smoke test cases will execute. See what are the issues you will get. Right? See, there are some issues here. So what issues you got it? So this one. So failures to skips 0. Null pointer exception. So why null pointer exception? Where? So button test, all this button and checkbox test is failed because here the driver is becoming a null because first two is not considering. So first two is not considering. So in order to make that right, so what you can do, bring this. So I have to make some small change here. So there's a before method and after method, right? This one you have to make always run equal to true. Okay, always run equal to true, you have to make it. Even before class also, you make always run equal to true. Okay, now it will execute. Now execute this. See, that's the advantage of always run equal to true. So executed. Only smoke are executed. Both are passed. See, pass 2, failed 0, skipped 0. And that's the so advantage. You can just go and refresh this. One group. Show an XML file is this one. Suite tag, test tag, groups, run, smoke from this class. Exclude regression from this class. So, and if you want to see here, you can see the refresh. You don't need to copy report every time. And see here, included groups smoke, excluded groups regression. So we are just, so include and exclude tags. Okay, so to past, skip it 0, retried 0. That's it. Okay. So that's the another report. You can get one more report here. Just refresh. You can see here one more groups suit with a suit name. With this suit name, a folder is created. Under that folder, you have one more groups test.html. So right click, copy this. And see, test passed, failed, skipped. So this one, which groups? Smoke, excluded group regression. And if you want to, so toggle, so right, I want to run regression. Just make this exclude and make this include. That's it. So then right click, if you have a suit file, you have to right click on the suit file. So right click, suit file, run as TestNG suit. Before groups, before we haven't created a suit file, right? That time you were run as a TestNG test. Now we're running TestNG suit. So only regression test cases will run now. One time, second time, third time. So tweet radio button 3 times because invocation count we used here. That's why 3 times executed. That's why 4 test cases total. So just go and refresh. See now, 4 included groups are regression, excluded groups are smoke. So that group related test cases only will execute. You don't need to specify one by one. So here also you refresh the past ones. See, regression is included, smoke is excluded. Okay, so this is the all. So I covered the groups one, always run equal to true, timeout, invocation count, priority, description, enabled equal to false. So all these test cases we have covered already. Any questions?
No, sir.
So how many of you practicing? I'm not sure, but if you are not writing the code and it's difficult, please start writing the code on your own. Just take the scenario and practice. And you go any website, just create some scenarios, each scenario one test method. And that before method, after method is, it's all depends on you. If you want to repeat, put that code in that before method. If you don't want to repeat, don't take before method and after method. And you can take only before class and after class, or before test, after test. So that's how you can practice and then create a suit file. And suit file, if you have a groups, include this groups related code. If you don't have groups, normal XML file. Just create a normal XML file. Okay. So that's the how we can handle it. Okay, so let's join back and we'll see a different program with last one depends on methods how to use. Depends on methods and always run equal to true how to use.